I was pushing myself to try to write some deep, profound socio-political text. And so initially I wanted to write about the relationship from a leadership perspective between the civil rights and hip-hop generations. Where we had gone wrong, where we had gone right, what we needed to do. The second book I wanted to write was on this relationship between Black and Latinos in other different parts of the country. What that dynamic is. Are we connecting on a social political level? Will we connect on a social political level? And I never had the motivation to write them, despite the fact that I'd studied the information, lectured on the information. And as I was going around the country lecturing on college campuses, churches, communities, and the like, what I was finding people asking me more and more was, how do I become who I'm supposed to be? I had to change my entire outlook, my entire methodology, how I looked at myself, how I allowed others to see me. And this book was really the life lesson and the method that I put in my own life to be able to flip the script. So I want to talk to you a little bit about it, read a little bit from it, hopefully be able to dialogue with you and take some questions. Failure. By now, some of you may have realized that you've never even attempted to acknowledge your fear, and therefore you haven't managed it. If you're one of those people, I want you to look in the mirror right now. That's right. Don't just think about doing it, but actually put the book down, go to a mirror, look at yourself in that mirror, and then I want you to say these 4 words. I am a failure. That's right, I am a failure. I'm not going to pump you full of optimism and positive thinking by telling you you're a great person, or a faithful friend, or a loyal son or daughter, or a wonderful parent, or successful in your work, or that you can be all that you want to be. No matter how much you achieve, no matter what you've been able to do in some area of your life, the fact that you're not willing to challenge yourself to get to your personal best makes you a failure. You fail to produce what you've been put on earth to produce. You might be the CEO of a small company, you might be a football star, you might be America's best mom, but if you fail to acknowledge and manage the fears that have stopped you from pushing yourself to your personal best, you're still a failure. In addition, you need to admit that to yourself before you can change and truly become your personal best. Some of you may not understand this. If you fail to be the best father you can be, even though you already are the best business person, you're a failure. If you fail to be the best son or daughter, community member or teacher, even though you may excel in another area of your life, you're a failure. Remember how in chapter 3 you acknowledge that you're a whole person? Well, if that's true, then you can't accept success in one area of your life and failure in another and not acknowledge that you're not doing all you need to do. Now that you're acknowledging you're a failure, the most important question is, do you want to continue being in that place? Do you want to continue not being the best father or the best professional? I can guarantee that you'll always be a failure in one area of your life if you don't do anything. However, if you're willing to jump off, I can guarantee that even though you'll make some mistakes along the way, you'll be further along the road to achieving your personal best than you would if you did nothing at all. This is about the jump off. How many of us are in a place where we know there's something better for us, and the only reason why we're not going is because we're too afraid to move? I don't know about some of you all in here, but do you recognize for a moment that falling forward on your face is still moving forward, and standing still on your feet is still not moving anywhere at all?